at WeSportUp have a mission to create a strong sports tech ecosystem to support more startups, to help them grow and scale faster, to make the dreams of great visionaries like our entrepreneurs come true. What motivates us is an even bigger ambition, to be the Italian sport game changer. Sport needs innovation to grow. New technologies are necessary to overcome the huge challenges that our industry is facing. The change in the sports consumption habits. The lack of engagement with new generations of fans. Keeping up with a fierce competition while safeguarding athletes' health. Streamlining of internal processes and operations, the revision of old business models, the urgency to generate new revenue streams. Delivering on the promise to be for all. To build the future of sports and wellness, we have scouted in Italy and around the world, looking for the most disruptive solutions in three main focus areas: activity and performance, fan experience, management and organization. Identified 600 startups. Met and assessed 120 of them in one-on-one sessions. Invited 19 at Selection Day. Selected the best for the first batch of WeSportUp. We have worked with these teams for 14 weeks, pushing their limits with training sessions, workshops and masterclasses, one-to-one mentorship, supported by our community of mentors and international experts to meet the innovation needs of our corporate partners with POCs and strategic partnerships. The day has come to show their progress, to demonstrate that these teams are investor and market ready, to present disruptive solutions that can change the Italian sports and wellness industry. Welcome to WeSportUp 2022 Demo Day, the Italian sport game changer.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the WeSportUp 2022 Demo Day, the Italian game changer. I'm your host, Federico Smanio. I'm the CEO of WeLab and Program Director of WeSportUp. This is the final act of 9-month journey, the end of our first acceleration cycle. We launched the call in the beginning of April, have scouted for 3.5 months, identifying 600 startups. We've invited 19 to Selection Day and picked the best for our first cohort that we've accelerated in the last 14 weeks here at Foro Italico. Before starting, let me give a huge welcome to all of you. So many present here today. And we have some special guests, of course, Vito Cozzoli, Presidente Amministratore Delegato di Sport e Salute, Diego Nepi, Direttore Generale di Sport e Salute, Adriana Bonifacino, del CDA di Sport e Salute, of course, Francesca Bria, Presidente di CDP Venture Capital, Alceo Rapagna, CEO Group of Startup Bootcamp, Vittorio Gozzi, President of WeLab, and of course, all of our corporate partners, BNL, BNP Paribas, Fastweb, Renault, Snaitech, Telepass, our technical partners, Withers Worldwide and Unicusano. And then we have investors, sports organizations, industry experts, mentors, and the media. We are streamed live on our official channels, website WeSportUp.it and our LinkedIn page, so big welcome to all of the presents that are following us online. I have to give a special mention to Sport e Salute today for making this event possible in such beautiful venue. Nothing better and no better place than Stadio Olimpico in Rome to host our first Demo Day. And Vito Cozzoli, I have to personally thank you for what you have done in launching the project, in the effort you've made in promoting the project, in the ongoing support that you're going to my team, and of course, the help that you're giving, practical help to the startup. This is very important to us. I was thinking, what does a demo day means? Okay, what does a demo day mean? The meaning is to present, to show some innovative solutions that can have an impact on different areas of the sports industry, from the performance and practice of sports, to the management, to the operational sports organization, to the experience of the fans, but also to the well-being and wellness of every one of us. Today is the day in which we are going to present some solution and demonstrate, as the word says, that the teams, the startups behind the solution are investor ready and are market ready. But let's be honest, we have a bigger mission. WeSportUp started with a bigger mission, which is to create an ecosystem, a strong ecosystem in order to support a higher number of startups, develop more solid companies, help them grow and scale faster. Italy has a problem. We are lagging behind in terms of investment and market, in terms of investment in sports tech companies, and so we need to accelerate the system. We need to be able to attract more and better capital to offer more opportunities to our startups. But it's not just that. We have an even bigger ambition, which is to be the Italian sport game changer, as you can see here, where game changing means to disrupt, to create discontinuity. Sport, like any other industry, it needs innovation to succeed, to grow, to thrive, and we need new technologies that are necessary for overcoming the challenges, the big challenges that we have ahead of us. And innovation, as we know, mostly comes from startups, especially in the last decade or so. Think about Strava, Swift, Peloton, Whoop, Tunnel, but also Sorare, Y-Scout, BodyFit. These are young, innovative companies led by smart, visionary entrepreneurs with an idea to change the world of sport and the world we live in. And maybe there's one of these in our first cohort of startups. So please welcome, with a big round of applause, the 9 startups that make part of our first batch of WeSportUp. This is all deserved. I know how you've worked hard in the last 14 weeks. Now it's time to show your progress and the readiness to investors and to the market. As you've seen in the intro video, we made a big effort to accelerate these startups. We've deployed 100 professionals that have mentored, supported these startups in the last 14 weeks on a one-to-one or collective basis. We have also spent 270 hours on one-to-one meetings side by side with the founders. We've opened 101 opportunities. I've counted them all, from a commercial to the funding aspects. And then we've set the base for 3 POCs, which is proof of concept, with our corporate partners. This is very important for the program. It means that we are practically able to work with startups and corporates in order to validate the business and then to expand the go-to-market. Before kicking off, let me illustrate today's program and agenda. We will have the pleasure to listen to the words of some prominent members of Sport Salute and CDP Venture Capital. Then we have a special guest, Ron Malhotra, joining us from Berlin, Germany, co-founder of SportTechX. He will give us an overview of the sports tech industry, as you can see, and how are the startup and investment scenes evolving. Then we will have the cherry on the cake, the pitching sessions. We've organized the pitching session in 3 blocks of pitches. That will be mixed with the comments of our corporate partners, and each pitch will be presented by either a mentor or a corporate partner or some of the promoters of the project. And then we will have some final remarks from our chair of Startup Bootcamp. There's just one thing before kicking off. There's no Q&A session after each pitch, so I kindly invite you to write down your questions on the beautiful notebook that you received on your seat. And then after the event, move to the expo area. We've organized an expo area. You can meet with the startups, speak with the founders, get to know them better, get to know their business better. And above all, and most of all, have fun and enjoy this first WeSportUp Demo Day, the Italian sport game changer. Thank you very much indeed. Now, without further ado, let me welcome on stage, but before we have a video of the activities that Sport Salute is carrying out, and then we will hear the words of Vito Cozzoli, Presidente e amministratore delegato di Sport Salute.
Lo sport è passione, è divertimento, è amicizia.
Lo sport è quando vuoi fare di tutto per vincere ogni sfida, anche quella della monetina per scegliere palla o campo.
È quando giochi così tanto che tutti perdono il conto del punteggio.
E allora si ricomincia da 0-0.
Lo sport è quando non hai voglia di allenarti.
Ma hai ancora meno voglia di mollare.
E quando finisce la partita tu hai vinto, ma ti dispiace perché volevi continuare a giocare. Lo sport è uno stimolo a migliorare.
Lo sport è un modo per conoscersi e stare insieme. Lo sport sei tu. Lo sport siamo noi. È lei.
È lui.
Lo sport sono io.
Lo sport siamo tutti. Tutti.
Tutti.
Vito, please.
Good afternoon, benvenuti allo Stadio Olimpico. Allora, innanzitutto diciamo che siamo molto contenti di essere qui oggi e non abbiamo scelto casualmente lo Stadio Olimpico, l'asset non solo più bello, più iconico di Sport e Salute, ma questa è la casa dello sport. E abbiamo scelto lo Stadio Olimpico perché questa iniziativa merita la massima attenzione, la massima accoglienza, perché noi pensiamo che l'innovazione sia veramente l'autostrada per non soltanto la crescita dello sport italiano, ma la crescita anche del sistema Italia. E quindi forse nessuno ci credeva, pochi ci credevano a questa sfida, per oggi possiamo dire che l'abbiamo vinta. È stato un percorso, non voglio dire faticoso, ma importante, significativo per arrivare a un obiettivo che tutti ci auguravamo: far nascere l'acceleratore di start-up innovative che per Sport e Salute, che ha come missione quella di far crescere lo sport nel nostro paese, ecco, noi siamo convinti che sia uno strumento di crescita fondamentale, perché lo sport deve cogliere le sfide dell'innovazione. E allora innanzitutto vi porto i saluti del ministro Abodi, il ministro per lo sport e per i giovani, che non è potuto essere con noi, mi ha scritto qualche minuto fa perché questi giorni sono complicati per la politica, per il paese, c'è da portare a casa una legge di bilancio e quindi si scusa con tutti voi, ma ovviamente è con noi nella crescita di questa iniziativa, come pure anche il Ministro dello Sviluppo. Io lo chiamo ancora Ministro dello Sviluppo Economico, ma è troppo, dopo 7 anni trascorsi lì è difficile cambiare nome per me. Il Ministro Urso ovviamente apprezza particolarmente questa iniziativa, è qui rappresentato dal Vice Capo di Gabinetto consigliere Lorenzini, a testimonianza, ecco, della priorità che viene anche attribuita a questo acceleratore dal Ministero, che ha creato un po' un ecosistema per la crescita delle start-up nel nostro paese. Però mi dovete consentire di ringraziare quelli che sono i nostri partner, anzi chi insieme a noi ha realizzato questa iniziativa, che nasce, diciamo, nella mia ultima mattinata al Ministero dello Sviluppo Economico, nel mio primo pomeriggio a Sport e Salute, perché nel nostro paese abbiamo un problema storico: la difficoltà per le belle idee di crescere. E allora io ho sempre creduto nel mondo delle start-up, abbiamo tentato anche in altri tempi di creare un ecosistema per la crescita delle start-up, invece secondo me era arrivato il momento di creare un ecosistema per la crescita dell'innovazione nello sport. E le start-up hanno un problema storico nel nostro paese, quello di nascere, di andare a riposo negli spogliatoi, ma poi di non giocare il secondo tempo. Ecco, grazie a CDP, grazie a Startup Bootcamp, grazie a WeSportUp, che sono i nostri partner, i nostri fondatori di questo acceleratore di startup innovative, ecco, oggi abbiamo la possibilità di rendere effettiva un'idea che sicuramente può far crescere lo sport. E quindi voglio ringraziare Francesca Bria, presidente del Fondo Nazionale Innovazione di CDP Ventures, che insieme a Enrico Resmini ha creduto molto in questa iniziativa. Fra l'altro noi abbiamo fatto un bando pubblico quando abbiamo lanciato questa idea, quindi anche i nostri partner sono con noi perché hanno fatto una scelta di campo. Devo ringraziare Alceo Rapagna di Startup Bootcamp che ha lanciato analoghi acceleratori in giro per il mondo, quindi finalmente ci siamo Alceo anche qui in Italia. Ringrazio Virginia Gozzi che come WeSportUp si è aggregata a noi, è stata la prima realtà in Italia che ha creduto veramente nell'innovazione. Però tutto questo non sarebbe stato possibile senza anche dei partner che hanno creduto in noi, penso all'amministratore delegato di Renault Fusilli, penso a Fastweb Alberto Calcagno è collegato con noi, penso a Snaitech e c'è qui l'amministratore delegato Fabio Schiavolin, grazie per essere qui, penso a Telepass e a Gabriele Benedetto che anche è collegato con noi, che aveva un consiglio di amministrazione, penso a BNL che di recente è diventata nostro partner in questa iniziativa. Ecco, io vi ringrazio perché avete creduto in noi e insieme faremo crescere lo sport. Ma tutto questo non sarebbe stato possibile anche grazie a chi ha lavorato realmente su questa iniziativa con grande passione. Penso a Federico Smanio, grazie Federico per quello che stai facendo, a Stefano Molino che dall'inizio, no, quante decine di call abbiamo fatto anche durante la pandemia per arrivare a questo risultato, e grazie a CDP Ventures per aver creduto comunque allo sviluppo di queste iniziative, e anche al team di Sport e Salute, a Stefano Gobbi e tutto il suo Dream Team che ha consentito di arrivare a questo risultato. Ecco, io voglio dire questo, oggi è un giorno importante perché non a caso anche questa iniziativa si svolge in inglese, almeno quota parte, perché WeSportUp vuole crescere anche a livello internazionale. Noi abbiamo fatto una call pubblica, che è un po' lo stile della casa, hanno aderito 593 start-up, ne sono state selezionate 10, l'acceleratore è partito da Dubai, è andato a Doha, è andato a Tel Aviv, è andato a Londra e continuerà a crescere a livello internazionale, e oggi i pitch saranno fatti in inglese perché queste 593 start-up sono arrivate da 32 paesi del mondo. E perché è nata questa iniziativa? Perché noi vogliamo far crescere lo sport e lo vogliamo far crescere insieme agli organismi sportivi. Io ringrazio qui i presidenti che hanno avuto tempo, voglia di essere qui con noi, di credere nel fatto che l'innovazione può essere uno strumento, un driver di crescita dello sport. Allora tutti noi ci interroghiamo come possiamo far sì che gli italiani facciano più sport. Ecco, l'innovazione è sicuramente uno strumento fondamentale, lo abbiamo visto e lo stiamo vedendo anche in questi mesi, penso ai social, penso alle app, penso alla telemedicina, penso alla tecnologia che viene utilizzata per far crescere lo sport che può crescere sia a livello professionistico. Io ringrazio un campione del mondo, Marco Tardelli, facciamogli un applauso, che è qui oggi con noi, a testimonianza che anche i grandi campioni credono nell'innovazione, ma può crescere soprattutto a livello di sport di base. Allora oggi avremo la possibilità, la fortuna, il privilegio di ascoltare le start-up fatta di persone che come noi vogliono far crescere lo sport, e non è casuale che questa iniziativa si svolga il giorno dopo in cui il Senato ha approvato, non è l'ultima lettura ma ormai ci siamo, l'introduzione del diritto allo sport nella nostra Costituzione, perché lo sport deve essere un diritto per tutti e di tutti, e le start-up che oggi presenteranno il loro lavoro, la loro attività, ripeto, sono fatte di persone che credono nello sport, come crediamo anche noi di Sport e Salute nello sport come strumento di crescita del paese, di aumento della qualità della vita, di benessere, di salute, di corretti stili di vita, ma soprattutto siamo convinti che lo sport sia il miglior investimento per il futuro. E con questo augurio, con questa certezza che vi saluto e vi auguro buon lavoro, perché sono certo che sarà un bellissimo pomeriggio. Grazie a tutti.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Vito. Now, Mr. Tardelli, I need to apologize.
Non ho ringraziato Diego Negri Polinenis che insieme a me all'inizio ha creduto in questa realtà. Grazie Diego, grazie di tutto per quello che hai fatto per questo bellissimo progetto.
Mr. Tardelli, apologies. I haven't seen you, but you don't know what to represent it for a kid like me. I was 9 years old when you won the World Championship in 1982. It was absolutely fantastic. Apologies. So, Francesca Bria, President of GDP Venture Capital. You need a table. Is a table for you?
Okay. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Okay. Right. This is going to be half English, half Italian. No, io parlo in italiano. Innanzitutto buongiorno a tutti. C'ho questo tavolino un po' improvvisato. E buongiorno, buon pomeriggio. Grazie Vito per aver già detto come per noi oggi sia importante aver raggiunto questo obiettivo, questo milestone. Io tra l'altro devo dire che da ex atleta di interesse nazionale, tutte le volte che sono al CONI, al Foro Italico, che sono qui fra sportivi, non solo mi sento a casa, ma mi sento anche orgogliosa di un programma che effettivamente pone una questione molto importante per il futuro dell'Italia, per il futuro dell'ecosistema del paese, che è appunto coniugare il diritto allo sport per tutti, che significa benessere, una vita sana, una vita più armonica, diciamo, con l'innovazione, con la capacità di competere investendo di più in innovazione e ricerca. Questo è un acceleratore che è parte di una rete, di un network di acceleratori di CDP Venture Capital, di cui tra l'altro vi vorrò raccontare un po' di elementi. Uno degli acceleratori che abbiamo fatto partire per primo, CDP Venture Capital come Fondo Nazionale di Innovazione, nasce all'inizio del 2000 e a dicembre di quell'anno lanciammo questo acceleratore, quindi fra i primi, facendo una scommessa importante, che è quella di rendere l'Italia, ma soprattutto Roma, soprattutto qui al Foro Italico, sede del CONI, uno degli hub, uno degli ecosistemi di innovazione, di sport e salute più virtuosi al mondo, in Europa e al mondo. E quindi facendolo, attraendo le migliori start-up, i migliori talenti da tutto il mondo anche, quindi mi piace che sia internazionale, che le start-up facciano i pitch in inglese perché abbiamo un'ambizione, ma soprattutto di avere tutto l'ecosistema qui, quindi dalle federazioni, dai team, dagli atleti, dagli investitori, le imprese, i partner corporate che ringrazio di essere qui, ma anche i centri di medicina, gli istituti, i centri di ricerca che lavorano con noi per andare a fondo in un settore su cui ci sono grandi potenzialità, perché effettivamente è un settore che ha 1,8 miliardi di investimento, 4 volte l'anno precedente, in cui l'Italia è ancora un po' indietro perché siamo ancora sotto il 10° paese che investe in un settore in cui invece sport, benessere e salute noi vediamo che ci siano grandi opportunità. E fatemi anche un po' raccontare qual è il contesto in cui è inserito questo acceleratore. Tra l'altro, ringraziando i nostri partner che lo stanno facendo vivere, dico anche che questo binomio acceleratore con grande esperienza internazionale e acceleratore radicato sul territorio è per noi un binomio vincente, perché in questo modo possiamo valorizzare chi fa già accelerazione startup in Italia, ma allo stesso tempo collaborare con realtà che a livello internazionale trainano e sono un esempio per tutto il mercato. Questo acceleratore si posiziona in una rete di 15 acceleratori che noi abbiamo avviato con un fondo acceleratori da 220 milioni, di cui 80 milioni già investiti, già deliberati. Vi posso nominare alcuni di questi perché danno un po' il senso della ricchezza, della diversità, della capillarità in cui stiamo investendo, una rete che sarà proprio una fabbrica di accelerazione in tutto il paese, in filiere strategiche per il futuro dell'Italia, quindi qui a Roma chiaramente sport e salute, l'automotive e la mobilità sostenibile a Modena, la transizione green e il clean tech qui a Roma con Eni, Zero, l'acceleratore Zero, la cyber security a Cosenza, il fintech e l'insurtech a Milano, l'EduTech a Venezia, la Blue Economy a Taranto, la Bioeconomia a Napoli, l'Industry 4.0 a Bologna, la Digital Health a Salerno, il PropTech a Milano, l'aerospazio ancora a Torino e il 5G e l'IoT sempre a Torino. Insomma, una vera rete in cui si investe nei settori che sono poi la strategia, la politica industriale del futuro dell'Italia. L'obiettivo è di arrivare, adesso ce ne sono 15 già attivi, a 20 acceleratori in tutta Italia che sono localizzati in territorio laddove abbiamo un know-how particolare e competenze specifiche in ogni settore. E sempre qui con questo mix di corporate, di investimenti diciamo da parte sia finanziaria che industriale, quindi guardando la nostra ossatura, la nostra rete di acceleratori si vede veramente la struttura portante industriale dell'Italia. Qui abbiamo avuto buonissimo, io direi, no, trazione rispetto alle candidature. Abbiamo sentito che si sono presentate tantissime start-up, ne abbiamo selezionate 10 e io credo che sarà anche importante vedere quante verranno finanziate dopo il programma di accelerazione, che è un programma di altissima qualità, e anche quello che succederà alla fine del programma stesso, cioè gli investimenti successivi e i round successivi in cui si continuerà ad investire a partire anche dall'interesse del mercato, quindi coinvestire con investitori primari. Quindi diciamo l'intenzione è quella di dare sostenibilità e di fare veramente crescere l'ecosistema. In tutta Italia, nella rete di cui vi ho parlato, abbiamo già 130 start-up accelerate. Quando completeremo i 200 acceleratori, vogliamo accelerarne 10 ogni anno, quindi 200 start-up accelerate ogni anno. E vorrei concludere l'intervento dicendo che è vero che l'Italia è più indietro dei nostri peer europei, Francia e Germania in particolare, per quanto riguarda gli investimenti in innovazione e venture capital. È vero anche però che stiamo facendo un catching up molto interessante, ovvero il mercato, anche grazie chiaramente all'azione di CDP Venture Capital, sta reagendo molto bene. Quando noi siamo nati, ora CDP Venture Capital ha un asset under management di quasi 5 miliardi, abbiamo 960 milioni investiti, con un mercato che nel 2020 era di solo 600 milioni di investimento e chiuderà quest'anno con 2 miliardi e mezzo di investimenti in venture capital. Quindi stiamo andando bene ed è una crescita che sarà esponenziale. Tra l'altro nei nostri investimenti noi abbiamo una leva di 2,7 quando investiamo in maniera indiretta, quindi per ogni euro che mettiamo 2,7 li solleviamo, diciamo li tiriamo su dal mercato, che è una leva importante che far vedere che l'ecosistema c'è ed è in salute. Quello che facciamo, anche per non prendere troppo tempo, però è giusto che voi sappiate un po' tutta l'attività, la rete di accelerazione, quindi gli acceleratori si inseriscono in altre 3 direttive che abbiamo come CDP Venture Capital. Uno è il trasferimento tecnologico, stiamo dando vita ad una rete di poli di trasferimento tecnologico, anche questo in tutto il paese. Adesso ne abbiamo avviati 5 in settori strategici, robotica avanzata, tecnologie per la sostenibilità, aerospazio, life science, biotech, laddove l'Italia veramente può distinguersi nel futuro. Investiamo in maniera diretta e indiretta in tutto il ciclo delle start-up, quindi dal pre-seed a large venture. Abbiamo 300 start-up in portafoglio di qualità e abbiamo investito in 22 fondi di venture capital con un fondo dei fondi. Stiamo investendo con le istituzioni europee, quindi anche con la BEI, con la Banca di Investimenti Europei, il Fondo di Investimenti Europei. Insomma, un ecosistema forte che sta accelerando e questa è la buona notizia, quindi non siamo indietro, ma siamo anche, diciamo, in una direzione di rotta che ci fa ben sperare. Quindi questo è un momento cruciale secondo noi, perché laddove ci sono grandi crisi, che sono le crisi che stiamo vivendo adesso, transizione climatica, guerra, inflazione eccetera, laddove ci sono le crisi, l'innovazione, gli investimenti in innovazione e appunto il capitale, i giovani, quindi il nostro ecosistema di talento fa la differenza. Ora ci sono anche i capitali, quindi WeSportUp è uno delle componenti che si inserisce in un momento dove l'Italia sta crescendo e il messaggio è investire in ricerca, innovazione e ancora meglio nello sport è la maniera migliore per dare un po' un futuro di innovazione all'Italia, e un'Italia quindi che ha una speranza per il futuro, attraendo il talento e le menti dei giovani. Quindi ora con voi sono curiosa di vedere appunto le nostre start-up. I thank you very much all for being here, e vedere che cosa ci fanno vedere, insomma, in un settore estremamente importante. Grazie.
Thank you very much, Francesca. Thank you very much. Before going to the pitching session, let me welcome Ron Malotra, co-founder of SportTechX. Ron, please, welcome on stage. Promise from now on,
Check.
it's just English, okay? No worries.
Thank you, Federico.
Stage is yours.
Appreciate it. Hi, everyone. I'm Ron from SportsTechX. First of all, thank you to Federico and the entire team of WeSportUp for the invitation. It's exciting to be here at the first batch of the Accelerator program, the first in Rome, and exciting also because it's an exciting time for sports tech. So my company, SportsTechX, we're based in Berlin, and we write reports like this. This is our Sports Tech VC report that we just published a few weeks ago, which is where I'll be presenting some insights from. And the kind of insights that I'm going to talk about are what is happening in sports tech from an investment perspective, how much money there is, and our focus is always investment in startups, and what is happening globally. How much money is going into the US versus Asia versus Europe. I will highlight some key trends and also especially focus on the investor ecosystem, which might be interesting, especially for the startups and some of the other partners, to see who are the investors in sports tech, where is this money coming from. And I shall try to do this in about 10 minutes, if Federico will allow me. All right, let's start from the top. Why is it an exciting time to be in sports tech, and why initiatives like this are important in every country? It's because sports tech is growing, and in a big way. 2021 was a breakthrough year for sports tech. Nearly $12 billion were invested in sports tech startups all across the world. And as you can see from the graph, I'm sorry if everybody in the back cannot read all the numbers. I will try to make them clear. But basically, 2021 was more than the previous 3 years combined. So 2021 has been a landmark year for sports tech. 22 has been a very, very strong follow-up. We've already seen, well, 7.3 billion. This data is as of October. As of now, we've already crossed 8.5 billion, on track to touch 10 billion this year again. So another year of double-digit figures for sports tech. You can see the number of deals, the investment overall, crossing $30 billion over the last 5 years. Where does this investment go? Well, a lot of it goes to the United States. They are by far the biggest market for sports tech. I spoke about this year being around 8 billion or so. More than half of that is invested in US-based companies or comes from US-based investors. So that is by far the biggest market. But where else? Which are the other big growing markets? On the left, you'll see the 5-year chart, so from 2018 to 2022, and on the right is only 2022. India, which is where I'm originally from before I relocated to Europe, is in the second place, doing very well as a market that is growing in a big way, using its population to leverage solutions, especially consumer-facing solutions, in fantasy sports, betting, fitness. These are the areas that India is focused on. Same as China, especially on fitness. In Europe, we find there are 3 main countries, which are Germany, Italy, and the UK. These are the 3 biggest markets for sports tech in Europe. I gave a position of Italy. Again, I'm sorry at the back if you can't see, but over the last 5 years, Italy has been in 25th place globally, behind countries much smaller like Hong Kong and Denmark and some of the Nordic countries. In 2022, Italy is in 20th place, so slight improvement over the back of big investment rounds in companies like FitBuddy and Goalie and sport clubby. But this is something that we need to see more of, more investment towards startups, and which is why initiatives like this certainly help. So that's a look at the geography of which areas attract startup investment, which sectors are the ones that are a focus for investors. Now, we use a framework at Sports Tech X. We divide sports tech in 3 buckets. That is solutions for athletes to help be better at their sport, solutions for fans to help them engage with their sport better, and the third, the one in green, is solutions for sports executives, people who are working in the industry to help execute their tasks better, in stadiums, in events, venues, etc. As you can see, traditionally, fans have been the biggest focus, especially fan experiences, and this trend has been exacerbated, has been accentuated in 2022. 2022 has been the year of the fan. Over 60% of all investment in sports tech has gone into fan-facing solutions. This was not the trend before. Last year, we saw it at 52% in activity and performance, so focus on performance and fitness. About 40% was in fans, and management and organizations, B2B solutions, usually is at about 10%. 10% remains, but the switch above has changed, especially fan experiences. Coming out of COVID, the sports industry realizes how important fans are and how important the experience that a fan has, whether it's at home or in the stadium or wherever they might be, how important that experience is. Here are also some companies, some that you might be familiar with, some names and some that you might not, who are the leaders in each of those categories. And here are some more. A lot of names on this list, again, some that you may be familiar with, some that you may not. These are the top 10 companies all time by funding in global sports tech, and on the right is only in 2022. The biggest company, Fanatics, I'll talk about them for a second. They've raised over $3.5 billion. This year, they added another $1.5 billion to that figure. They are the biggest company by far. Their last round was at a $31 billion valuation. Their founder believes that they want to become a $100 billion company. That's ambitious and possible in sports tech. This is what we're seeing. Apart from that, within 2022, we have Fanatics at the top. We have other fan-focused companies. Animoca Brands, OneFootball, their content platform based out of Germany, Autograph, Loot Mogul. These are all fan-focused solutions, a lot of them leveraging Web3 technologies, which are basically built on the blockchain. The biggest company in Italy to highlight, BuddyFit, a fitness platform, again riding a major global trend. They raised nearly $11 million in 2022 alone. Also, we've seen plenty of investment activity, acquisition activity. A lot of these companies, again, you might know these names, but suffice to say that betting is a major area of consolidation, where we see a lot of acquisition activity. So fantasy sports betting, that area is one that we're seeing get revamped, primarily because of legalization of sports betting in the United States. Now that is it is the biggest market for sports tech, but on the back of that, we are also seeing trends towards legalization of sports betting in India, in Brazil. Japan just passed legislation to allow for sports betting. So that's another sector which is growing in a very interesting way. And all the learnings from these US markets will certainly translate over into Europe. I spoke about unicorns and Fanatics. Again, you might not read the names so well, but these are all companies that have achieved over $1 billion in valuation, 38 of them by our count. 38 sports tech unicorns, and maybe the next one is in this room. 17 of them come from the United States, 19 from North America in total, 2 from Canada, only 5 from Europe. That number has to change. I think this is a trend that we see. America doesn't have as many accelerator programs or innovation labs and such, but they have a lot of investors. And those investors help build these companies, alongside, obviously, visionary founders. Sorare, a company that we've seen explode over the last couple of years. Sportradar, older name, OneFootball, again, a visionary founder who's raised a lot of money in the last year or so. Genius Sports and Signa, the other companies from Europe. I will also point out the companies from India and China. A lot of those are consumer facing. And in fact, that is the main trend that you see across the board with unicorns. Unicorns tend to be consumer facing. They want to hit the biggest markets, reach the widest possible audience. Very few B2B players here, something to think about. Key trends, I will brief through this, try to go through this pretty quickly. The year of the fan, I already established. Fan experiences, by far the biggest sector this year in sports tech. Apart from that, activity devices, tracking performance for athletes was the second biggest. And in a World Cup year, there was a lot of money spent in football. I spoke about nearly $10 billion, say, as the projected for 2022. 43% of that was in fan experiences specifically. I said 60% in fans in total. There are other sectors, but fan experiences alone attracted 44%. A lot of that was in Web3-based solutions. You can see fan engagement and ticketing, merchandise attracting kind of evenly. Activity devices, trackers, any sort of tracker, whether it's for fitness, whether it's for football cleats, all of those solutions attracted nearly 20%. Therabody, which is a recovery-based solution. And football, as we celebrate, well, not too much celebration here, I guess, in Europe, but the second semi-final is today, and a lot of football-based solutions are looking to find their way to get on the biggest stage themselves. 10% of money was spent in football tech this year. OneFootball, the biggest German company, who attracted, again, 300 million, primarily for their Web3-based endeavors, their NFT platform. Fans and content, again, the biggest sector within football tech. Over 80% of the funding goes there. My last slide is on the investor ecosystem in sports tech. And this, the only thing I want you to take away from this slide is see how weighted it is. The number of investors you see on the left in North America, again, for all the startups, important to know. In Asia, fewer investors, but they tend to write very, very big checks. The average ticket size in Asia is even bigger than the US. Average ticket sizes can range from 25 to 30 million per startup. In Europe, average ticket sizes are much smaller. Across over the last 5 years, we've seen average ticket sizes range from 4 to 5 million, roughly, compared to 20 million plus in North America and nearly 30 million in the US. Obviously, this is across stages, across series, counting from seed to late stage. This investor ecosystem is what needs to get bigger, especially on the right side in Europe. We need more dedicated funds or even non-dedicated funds. I think CDP is doing a wonderful job to bring an initiative like this. We need more. And that is the idea that will help grow sports tech further. If you want more details from the report, it is free to download. There is also a paid version, but all this data is primarily available to you for free. If you have any more questions, you'll find me later today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ron. Thank you. So, are you ready for the pitches? Almost ready? Okay. Before kicking off, let me acknowledge, President Cozzoli reminded me to acknowledge the partnership that we have with Università Niccolò Cusano and in the person of Fabio Fortuna, Rettore. Thank you very much. It's important for us to work with youngsters and young students that can produce new solutions and startups, and so we are looking very closely to this world. So, before kicking off, we have a video on the focus areas that we focus on as an accelerator, so this is useful for warming up the engine, and then we'll kick off with the startup pitches, okay? So, please, with the video focus area. Okay, ready for the pitches. So let's start. I'm just asking YP trainer to come on stage. Okay. So to introduce the first pitch, please welcome Angelo Coletta, CEO and founder of Zakeke.
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I'm very happy to see the first one to introduce one of these fantastic startups selected by the program. I have decided to be a mentor of these startups. I'm a serial entrepreneur and try to transfer a bit of experience I've done during my present business life. And I've chosen these startups because I think that they're trying to innovate a big market, scalable, and I think that the team is full of energy, and with good ideas, I think that it can execute this business in a very good way. So, please, I'm happy to introduce Valentina Righetti, the CEO and co-founder of Your Personal Trainer.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to start by telling you a story. I don't tell you any story.
Try again.
Technology. Okay, so this is Luca, and over the lockdown, he bought whatever kind of fitness equipment to train at home by himself, now that he finally has time with some mobile application. And this is Luca, after a few weeks, understanding that he's not able to train by himself and asking for help to a personal trainer. You might recognize yourself in this story, and this is because there were many people like Luca. This market is now growing very fast because personal trainer understood the opportunity to earn more money by working as a self-employed professional instead of working in a traditional gym. And we know that because we have a long-standing experience in the fitness market. My name is Valentina, I'm the CEO and the founder, and this is my amazing team. We are a very complete one with different backgrounds and competencies, and Marco and I built from scratch the 90-store fitness chain called Fit & Go. And this experience allowed us to catch this new important trend and to go deeper with surveys and interviews to personal trainers to understand their pain points. And what we found out is that the main one is about where to hold training session. That's because park can be subject to weather condition and lack of proper equipment. Same issues go for home workout, compounded by space problem, while traditional gyms charge a lot on personal trainers and clients with no privacy at all. So the only real solution for personal trainers is to open a self-owned PT studio, but the investment and the bureaucracy usually scares personal trainers who don't have a managerial background. So we decided to deliver personal trainer with a network of dedicated, automated, and cozy spaces that they can use on demand. These spaces are fully equipped and provided with IoT systems so that personal trainers and gym goers can book and access in a few clicks thanks to our mobile application. Moreover, we create this platform, a freemium one, where we help personal trainers to find new clients and manage them thanks to marketing and CRM tools. So our strategy is now to open direct ownership stores in main cities, capitals, and to give the opportunity to open a YP studio also to personal trainers and small real estate owners with a turnkey franchising formula. This strategy leads to a very simple business model where trainer can pay per hour in order to use our studios and a small monthly fee to use the pro version of our platform, while franchisee will pay the opening kit franchising formula and a monthly royalty to be part of the network and the brand. Looking around, we found out that there is no similar solution in Italy, while worldwide this is a very successful model with some startups already raising $1 million in only a few years. And Right now, we have 300 trainers on our platform. Recently, we opened 5 studios in Rome, and our next move is to go to Milan and then international in 2024. And in order to achieve this goal, we aim to raise 1 million, half debit and half equity, that will be used in this way to improve our business and to grow our company. So if you want to share fitness with us and million other people, please join your personal trainer. Thank you.
Now, to introduce pitch number 2, Italy, let me welcome on stage Alessandro Ricci, scientist and innovation expert of DXT Commodities.
So, thank you, Federico. So it's my pleasure today to introduce Itlan. So I had the chance to meet the team at the beginning of the program, and we immediately found a good match. So what I've found really interesting of them is what they propose. So they propose to use Mediterranean diet to improve physical health and sport performance. And being a quantum physicist, I really appreciated the value of combining the scientific approach with a clear business plan and a clear go-to-market strategy. So please, for all these reasons, give a big, warm welcome to Ruggero Cortellino, CEO and founder of Itlan. Thank you.
Good evening. Problem number 1. Imagine a sport tech or a digital health company with an important customer base, which is unable to offer a personalized nutrition service to its customers quickly with competitive costs by completing its commercial offer. Problem number 2. If instead we look at the end user, the current nutritional services on the market provide generic and unscientifically reliable digital solution, generating frustration and dropout on people. In fact, 8 out of 10 people abandon the diet before reaching the set goals. Solution, we built Ithron, your digital nutrition service provider. And what you get from Ithron, a complete set of nutritional tools, from personalized meal plan to nutrition support, all customizable and ready to use. Ithron is a digital ecosystem with a built-in software that replicates the rules and the approach of nutritionists, generating personalized meal plan for different needs. One specialized nutrition service available in 2 digital solutions, one for B2B, API and white label, and one for B2C, Ithron app. Our scientific method is based on Mediterranean diet combined with a methodology called nutritional biotherapy. Nutritional biotherapy stretches the importance of biochemistry and physiology of food and how this interacts with the human body and fuel it. Only Europe, the digital health market is worth 39 billion by 2026, with a CAGR of 25%. More specifically, the personalized nutrition market is worth 60 billion by 2025, with a CAGR of 50%. Of course, we are not the only one. There is a various scenario, from simple recipe apps to more customized nutrition services. Ithron is in the top tier. Our B2B business model. We design, plan and build customized nutrition solution for sport tech, healthcare, digital health and wellness company. The client has the possibility to choose from our software backend the nutrition module that want to integrate through Ithron API in its own technological infrastructure and build its own nutrition service. We monetize by paying for the use of our API, and we monetize also designing white label project for big corporation. The Ithron app is our B2C solution. It's for the sport community. We offer several nutrition tools in app, and we monetize by a subscription-based model. We target B2B clients with specific business development activities, trade fair, and social activity. Instead, our Ithron app is available on Apple Store, Google Play, and on our partner commercial platform. From the end of 2018 until today, we achieved a lot. Now, with a new signed contract with a B2B partner like Seniasoft and other important prospect on our commercial pipeline, we are ready to scale the B2B market from 2023. For the e-tron app, we are happy to work with important partners now, like Gympass and Ethered. We expect a significant growth of revenues in the next year, driven by the execution of B2B contract from 2023 and by the expansion of our business model abroad with the support of CDP. For the first round, we ask 500,000 euro, pre-money valuation 2 million. The first round will serve to build our internal technical and commercial team to push our business development to the maximum. I'm Ruggero Cortellino. These are my two co-founders, Stefania Del Latte and Riccardo Capriello. We have a past as semi-professional athletes, and we want to improve people health and sport performance, combining nutrition science with advanced technology. Thank you very much, and go e-tron.
Introducing SportWig, I'm really happy to have on stage Carolina Chiappero, Innovation Manager of Juventus Football Club.
Thank you, Federico. Thank you. I'm really happy to be here and having the chance of introducing, of course, SportWig and Mirko. I had the chance to be their mentor, and it has been a very interesting opportunity. I think that if an innovation, by definition, need to meet the criteria of desirability, feasibility, viability, and integrity, so a positive impact on the environment. Mirko and his team has definitely the chance to, let's say, make a great work. So they develop a very interesting e-learning platform, and considering the growth of the e-learning market today and the very good experience that are already in the market, I think that they have definitely the numbers to make the difference in the near future. So please, with me, welcome Mirko Clemente, CEO and founder of SportWig.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Carolina. As Carolina said, my name is Mirko Clemente. I'm CEO and founder of SportWig, and I have been working in the sport industry since 2012 as a project and sales manager. Our great team is composed by other 5 sport lovers, and their professional experience cover all departments of our core business: finance, technology, business development, communication, and creative. Now, I will show you how we use technology and sport as an engine for personal, professional, and cultural growth. Have you ever wondered who are the real pillars of sport? For us, they are the sport volunteers or those who live sport as a secondary job. These kind of people work in their sport activities with a lot of passion, but not always with correct professional skills. They want to improve their know-how, but they face 2 main hurdles. Time, because the institutional paths are too long, it doesn't fit with another job. And money, because the private path is too expensive and not accessible for everybody. For these reasons, we have created SportWig, our innovative e-learning sport platform, allowed to share the real experience from the real champions through high-quality video courses on demand. Our training method is personalized for each user, is interactive thanks to our quizzes and virtual coach, is certified to issue the university credits, and it is also accessible for everybody. The e-learning market is booming and will continue to grow. With over 10 billion euros of total addressable market, we can state that the e-learning sport market is huge. The competitive arena is also fragmented in terms of number of disciplines and the teachers' levels. For these reasons, we want to become the market leader in the next 5 years. Our first line of business model is B2B. We sell directly to certified and wannabe coaches, performance trainers, and sport managers. With 80 courses online, we have over 6,000 registered users, and 10% are subscribers with one of our subscription plan, monthly, annual, or single course. The second line of business is B2B2B. we are able to support the official training of federation, leagues, clubs, and welfare companies through partnership or as a technical and content partner with our white label solution. At the moment, we are online for the Ethereds customers. We are developing the College Live platform, and together we will approach the US market in the next month. And we are working on the POC, on the Juventus POCs. Sport Horizon, our seed investor, and WeSportUp already believe in us. And now we are ready to open our next round for 600,000 euros and an evaluation pre-money of 4 million. We will use this round to improve our marketing strategy, our contents, and also our technology. This is Sport Week, the sport you learn as never before. Thank you.
Okay. So let's break a little bit before the second sessions, and we should have Gabriele Benedetto, CEO of Telepass, that is connected with us. Hello, Gabriele.
Hello, everyone.
Do you hear us?
Yeah, perfect.
Wow, fantastic. So, tell us what your impressions are for the first year of working with us. Did you enjoy yourself first? Did you find this useful for your company? Can you tell us a little bit about this?
Yeah, let's say as a first thing, I'm so sorry to be in Milan for the first time in my life. I'm sorry to be in Milan and not in Rome with you guys. This time I would much prefer to be there with you, sharing our thought, our comprehension of the WeSportUp initiatives. I mean, I will take a few minutes to share with you my personal view. As a Telepass, in the last 5 years, I stress and I change DNA of the company in order to be more open to new innovation, open to cooperate and incentivate the collaboration with new industry, new people, new type of people. We are younger startups very often. And in the last 5 years, we cooperate with 17 different startups. 3 of them was directly invested by us. All the other are part of our ecosystem of mobility. After several years of investing in mobility ecosystem, investing in startups, investing in young people, we met the WeSportUp initiatives. The WeSportUp initiative is a new way to engage a different kind of industry, the sport industry. Sport industry is something really close, adjacent, I would say, to the mobility. And in this experience, we were able to meet 72 startups. This was the number of startups we met in 9 different sessions. And we were quite able to confirm what we understood in the first phases of Telepass in the last 5 years of cooperation with startup. That, I mean, contamination is the most important stuff for us as a large corporate, but it's also important for those young initiatives. To be contaminated from large corporation is a way to provide structure to the small company. While I mean agility, flexibility, way to see the world and the changing the world, I mean, is the best reward for a large corporation during this kind of cooperation. And just to close my remark, I mean, I would say that these initiatives, it's really worthy and valuable for us because it was very well organized. And this is important topics because as a large corporation, we have few time to be allocated looking for opportunities. This time we found a team working in the selection, in the training, in the identification of the startup that accelerate our way to be in connection with those realities. So my personal thank you to the organization, and it was a really beautiful journey for us. Thank you, and again, so sorry that I'm in Milan today. I would like to be there with you, but unfortunately, it's the last day of our board of director meeting today.
Thank you, Gabriele. Thank you very much. We totally understand. Thanks a lot for the support that you're giving us. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you. So let's move to Raffaele Fusilli of Renault. Please, Raffaele, welcome on stage.
Ciao a tutti, hi.
So how about Renault? What do you think?
I think for Renault, it's today stay here, it's to stay in the right place with the right people at the right time. Because at the end of the day, our value pillars are the innovation and the humanity. So the idea, the dream we have in Renault is to contribute to create a 3.0 world. So a world with zero pollution, with zero traffic, with zero accident. But to do that, we are a heavy, old, culturally company and industry. We need to get in touch and to put together people and companies that are much more agile, much more innovative, much more able to face new time. So the time of the vertical company is over. Now is the time of the horizontal companies that contaminate, that put together cutting-edge companies in the technology, in the innovation. And we think that WeSportUp, a part of the innovative approach that shows,
Head of Consumer Product.
has even something which is very close to our values to improve the quality life of each person that get in touch with us. So what we call time for quality life. So this mix of values bring us today here, but will bring us here even in the future.
That's fantastic. That's great to know. Thank you very much, Raffaele Fusilli. Now, I'm happy to close the first round of comments with Davide Kuman, Head of Consumer Products of Fastweb. And you set a benchmark, Davide, with your company, because I have to admit, you had a project manager, very well prepared, and then you were lots of managers on the projects. You've worked really hard with the startups, 6 startups, but I leave to your comments.
Thank you, and good evening, everybody. First, I would like saying that I do share what Raffaele said. We, as Fastweb, we really feel at home here for 2 main reasons. Basically, because we are here with some of our preferred partners, like Sport and Salute, and from the President Cozzoli, and Startup Bootcamp with Alceo Rapagna, and that's why we feel at home. And this is the first one. The second one is because we are here in a startup ecosystem, right? And we, as Fastweb, we feel like an old startup, all because we are 10, 22 years old, but we do share still today, after 22 years of business, a startup mood in how we do business and how we run the business. And we are extremely proud of being partnering with this initiative, also because this approach and staying together, helping entrepreneurs, especially young ones, for us it's very important because it's a tangible way that represents our philosophy, that is to help everybody in reaching their future with confidence, sustainability, and of course with a great purpose behind. So why we choose to be part of a sport and wellness startup ecosystem? Because we, as a telco, we know that digital disruption will come, and will come very, very soon. Maybe it's coming as we speak and somebody didn't notice yet, maybe. And sport and wellness, for sure, is one of the industry, not the only one, that will be massively impacted by this kind of change. And we think that will be very important for us as a company in doing our part in developing our country, in supporting this kind of startups, because since sport and wellness, through technology and through innovation, can start reaching more people, not only professional ones, but also amateurs, and have a true and concrete impact on people's lives. And that's extremely important for us. And then, just to conclude, I would like also to thank Federico and also our party, because our journey together, these first 8 months, was really exciting and thriving. We were very happy to borrow 8 of our managers in making mentorship activities and business angels and supporting all the startups. And we are truly excited in having concrete discussion with 3 of them. One of my colleagues will introduce one of them after, because we are working to have at least one proof of concept starting in a few months. And I'm saying at least because our aim is to have it more. And we are very proud to be partners with our connectivity services with some startup like IP Trainer that talked before. So that's why we are here. And thanks again to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Davide Kuman. Thanks a lot. So, ready for the second session, and to introduce our new startups, TrainAct. Pitch number 4, let me call on stage Biagio Russo, Chief Marketing Officer of Renault.
Thanks, Federico. Like my boss said, at Renault, we have an obsession, the quality life. We work every day, hard, every day, to improve the quality life of our customers, thanks to our human technology, our green mobility, our new services, our unique values. The TrainAct mission is the same. TrainAct works with a lot of companies to improve the quality life of their employees. Renault and TrainAct have a common vision. It was natural for us to be partner of TrainAct. Please welcome Alberto Ronco, CEO and founder of TrainAct.
Hi everybody, I'm Alberto Ronco, CEO and co-founder of TrainAct. Do you recognize in this situation during your workday? And I'm not speaking only about Monday. In fact, what say the Observatory of Human Resource, this is normal work life for 9 of 10 workers that are stressed, for 86% of workers that are disengaged, and for 1 of 2 workers that is already thinking to change their job. What they're all asking for is well-being on their workflow. And company can invest on corporate wellness to respond to this problem. The market of corporate wellness will increase and will double in the next few years, achieving 100 billion of investment. And if you might think that this is only about the cost, you are wrong. What Harvard Business Review says that an investment on well-being can have a return of 3 times the investment that you have done. A return that can be possible only if you have a solution that includes all your employees, a solution that works on team building and engagement with a circular approach. And guess what? This solution now is only 1 click away. With TrainAct, we shape, thanks to technology, the well-being, the value of well-being. We provide content of 5 different areas of well-being: video, podcast, and blog, realized with the best coaches on well-being on body, mind, financial, social, and emotional area to increase the well-being of all the workers. At the same time, we can give a shared well-being, a shared thanks to our gamified platform that help employees to increase their well-being in a funny and easy way. The win point and badge around the way that they do on the well-being in our platform. And finally, we offer to company a clear and sustainable report about the work that we are doing with them, the work with the improvement on the people, on the company, but also on the planet. We are the only solution that only in one app provide these 3 elements: content, gamification, and reporting. And this lead our usage of the employee 10 times higher than other solutions. This journey is possible thanks to a fantastic team with a complementary skill on commercial, product, communication. Together, we achieve impressive results. More than 70% of workers are engaged. More than 80% of workers increase their well-being. And most important, more than 90% of customers have become our loyal customers. I'm proud to share with you that with this customer, today we achieve 100,000 euro of revenues. We're working with the best brands and also working on the next year. So already Renault will become our customer and join our way to increase the well-being. A way that is very ambitious, a way that will aim to achieve 5 million in the next 3 years, working with 250 companies, and most important, increasing the well-being of hundreds of thousands of workers. To achieve this goal, we need your help. We are closing now our seed round of 500,000. A round that is already for 50% of this round committed for other investors. Now it's your turn. You can choose stress as business as usual or work with us to increase your own well-being. Thank you.
Now, introducing the next speech, Technology Sports System. Really happy to welcome on stage Maurizio Pascucci, Sports Tech Business Development, Sport e Salute.
Hi everyone, thank you Fede. It's really a pleasure to be here to introduce Technology Sports System. TSS is such an innovative and effective tool to promote grassroots sports, and this truly resonates with the goal and the mission of Sport e Salute. During these past 3 months of highly intense work, I have to say, I've had the opportunity to meet the team, to know them, and I'm sure that with their passion and with their love, they'll find their place in the sport industry and in the sport system organization. So please welcome Francesco Barresi, co-founder of Technology Sports System.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Francesco Barresi, and with Cristiano Giannotti, we are the co-founder of the app TSS. We share the experience in professional football for 20 years. I was a CEO of Hellas Verona, and Cristiano is a professional athletic trainer worked in Italy and abroad. In order to win, you need a top team. This is with our background, data analysts, engineers, players, manager, and our top players who believe in us. In our work, has shown us a daily problem, a problem in daily work to organize activities, do it quickly, easily, store and data value. Yes, because today all this happens with WhatsApp groups or social media, but with a total dispersion of data. With our team, we created a digital platform and a smartphone application accessible for all players, families, coaches, managers. So, TSS was born from the need to organize training sessions, matches, do it quickly, and to communicate live with family throughout dedicated notification. It's a fast and quickly work tool with coaches, manager, but especially for thousands of families who have in their hands a real digital passport for their children. We established a collaboration with Microgate, the world leader in evaluating the performance of the athletes. And in 1 year, we engage more over 30 clubs and reach 10,000 downloads. Startly in Italy only, we already see the potential of 12,000 clubs, 1 million of players and families to reach out to. Can you imagine what is the global potential of this product can be? With the app provided also in English and Portuguese, we already see to enter in the international market like Malta, Saudi Arabia and Brazil. The competitor. What makes us different from the other is that TSS is smart. It's a fast tool that communicates with dedicated notification, very user-friendly. We know we are not the only one, but we excel and have a big potential of as unlimited diffusion and a product sale. Our business is a B2B. Our business model is a B2B with an opportunity to create a business by annual subscription of soccer school, ADV sponsor, and selling data performance from Microgate and partners. It's a win-to-win because our customers are guaranteed a profit too. In the near future, this model will be a B2B2C, selling extra service to support thousands of families. For each contract, we acquire for 600 to 1,000 downloads. The goal of the next year is 18,000 downloads with over 100 clubs, 10 times more, with a forecast of 8 million in the next 5 years. We are asking for 750,000 euros to make this growth possible and support a lot of families with our advantage technology. Many thanks for your attention. We look forward to digitizing together the future of sport. Thank you.
So to introduce next speech, CARE, let me welcome on stage Stefano De Amici, co-founder and PMO of Sport Clubby.
Hello. Hello everyone. I am very happy to be here today as a mentor of CARE. Since the beginning, CARE and Sport Clubby share the same goal of making sport easier and more affordable for every people. But as you know, good ideas are not enough. We need also people and team. And Paolo and Michel are very good at adapting their solution on the demands of the market while keeping their final goal fixed in mind. So please welcome Paolo Capelli, co-founder of CARE.
Thank you, Steve. With the rise of fan, how many of you have ever bought sports equipment without having the opportunity to try it before buying? This happened, we know. And it's easy to understand what happened next. My name is Paolo, and this is our team. In addition of being a co-founder of CARE, I'm a sports engineer with more than 15 years of experience in construction of sports centers, and in the last 6 years, mainly paddle clubs. And it's combining our professional skills and our sports experiences that we decided to start from paddle. Yes, because paddle rackets are not everlasting. This generates a great turnover with the main problem that there's no way to try them at the club. But at the same time, paddle players want to find them at the club, want a wide range of products, and want to try them several times before buying. And this is where CARE comes in. Thanks to installation of a CARE box, paddle players have the opportunity to find out and book a wide range of products directly at the club. Smart access make it simple, and our patented technologies make it safe. Okay, Italian and European market are quite similar, with an amazing growth both for players and clubs. Just in the last 3 years in Italy, plus 300% for both. And this growth leads to 1 million paddle rackets sold in Europe in 2021. Okay, it's something different from all the other sports we met before. Higher social engagement, paddle is becoming viral and worldwide. And we are also talking about a prediction of more than 1 new million of players in Italy and 1 billion of investment in Europe for new paddle clubs in the next 3 years. But today, the only way that paddle players have to try rackets is to receive them from resellers with high shipping costs and opportunity to have a scalable service. These are the reasons why our business model is made to put care in the middle of the needs of players, resellers, and clubs, involving each one of them with already tested commercial tools and dynamics. And I only need a few data insights to show you how solid our model is, with a break-even point reached in 6 months for every single care box installed. We know to face the paddle market, we have to be quick and smart. And thanks to the partnership already set up, we can now quickly reach most of the Italian paddle clubs. We are also confident that what we do, we are able to reach what we set out to do on time, thanks to the strategy, market, and our great team. Here is a 5-year forecast of what we want to get. We expect an exponential increase of revenues thanks to player growth and marketplace revenue opportunities. We are now raising 750,000 euros that will be allocated in production, obviously, team growth, and marketing strategies. So we talked about numbers, market, and solutions, but all starts from big opportunities for paddle players, brands, and investors. Thanks for your time. Open up, take care.
Okay, thank you very much. Stay with us. There's another session of last 3 pitches, but before getting to that, Fabio Schiavolin, please, welcome on stage. You joined the WeSportUp family, let's say, in the middle of the project, but I think we've done good things, haven't we?
Yeah, I can't say that I'm feeling at home since I'm an AC Milan fan, so I feel more at home in Milan, in San Siro, but aside a joke. The first time Fede talked to me about this project, I said immediately, che figata. That means more or less, what a cool idea. It's a cool idea. We think it's a cool idea because we have public institution. We have the giant venture capitalist in Italy, the public institution of CDP. We have the big engine of sports promotion in the country. And we have 2 of the most dynamic partners in accelerating the business, as you guys are in YLab and Sport Bootcamp. Startup Bootcamp, sorry. We all here, we share the passion for sports. Our company is based on, manage a business, run a business based on sports, and driven by technology. We have a long history. Since 1910, we started innovating our business in many ways. Sometimes we gave a lot of luck to some ventures that then been sold to our competitors, unfortunately. But we think that this is a very good platform that gives an institution like us the possibility to have an access to open innovation. It's a big, let's say, common field for innovators, you guys, and industry leaders like us that are seeking or searching to differentiate the offer to meet each other and maybe to find a way. We also have a peculiarity here because we already work of one of the startups you are presenting today, Sporters, and that's an example of how a company needs to be touching really and having experiences with the innovators. We love innovation, And we're looking forward to continue with you guys, and we're very happy. And we thank Vito and all our friends that are supporting this idea for the next years. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Fabio. Now, Marta Feltrin of BNP Paribas, I'm very happy to have you here. You are the last company joining WeSportUp. We added a new logo, as you notice. Marta, I can't tell you a comment on the year because you just arrived, but what are your aspirations, ambitions, goals of working with us?
At BNP Paribas, we are keen to provide well-being to our customers. It can be financial well-being that we take care of. It can be physical well-being. It can be well-being at work. But we really think that we can do it together with our other partners and with startups. We do believe that integrate new platform in the services that we are offering to customers can be something that can enrich our offer. So we are very happy to work with WeSportUp and to find new solutions with new startups. So we're really happy to work with you next year and the year after, because we decided to join the accelerator for 2 years. So I'm really happy to be part of this family from today on. And please surprise us, because we really can do amazing things all together for our customers and provide well-being. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Marta. And for us, it's fantastic to work with the company for 3 years, so we can build things and it can be very useful and productive. Professor Risso of Unicusano, you're a technical partner, but I would love you to say a few words. We've been to the university with startups, so maybe it's useful to have your comments as well.
Sì, grazie. E come partner tecnico, insomma, in qualche modo siamo dentro WeSportUp, siamo molto contenti di esserlo, anche perché l'Università Nicola Cusano è da sempre ovviamente votata verso la ricerca, ma anche molto vicina al mondo dello sport, e quindi dal punto di vista della ricerca gli investimenti, l'operare continuamente nell'ambito della ricerca ci ha portato anche recentemente la valutazione della ricerca a livello italiano dall'Hamburg, portarci al primo posto per quanto riguarda la ricerca, l'ingegneria industriale. Quindi in ingegneria industriale siamo primi in Italia e cerchiamo di mettere a frutto questi risultati anche nella concretezza della vicinanza verso le nuove imprese, le start-up e tutto il mondo sia degli acceleratori e degli incubatori, che possono migliorare le condizioni per tutti. E quindi grazie e ben volentieri, insomma, anche di questa esperienza, che credo sia quelle esperienze che sono vincenti per tutti, e quindi grazie ancora.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Professor Risso. Okay, stay with us. We have the last 3 pitches. Please stay with us and reduce the noise, otherwise we have to be concentrated and focused. So I'm really happy to welcome on stage Fabio Santoro, Head of Sports and Audiovisual Rights for Italian Football Federation, to present our next speech, MLA, Machine Learning in Athletics.
Thank you, Federico. Good afternoon to all of you. What is the biggest dream for a player, for a coach, for a sport team to achieve? Win. And to do that, of course, they have to compete. They have to compete at the highest level with the full, all complete team roster. And so the worst nightmare for them, the injuries. The very ambitious, innovative, visionary challenge MLA, machine learning in athletics, wants to reach is to predict, to delete, to anticipate many of them, maybe all of them, even if it's impossible, boosting scientific revolution in injury prediction as their own claim, also through artificial intelligence. Dennis Waitley, an American motivational speaker, writer, and consultant, said, "You have all the reason in the world to achieve your grandest dreams. Imagination plus innovation equals realization." Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Walter Marchesi, co-founder of MLA. Good luck.
Thank you, Fabio. Hello, I'm Walter Marchesi. I'm the Chief Medical Officer of MLA. And this is the problem we aim at solving.
Thompson grabs his left knee. And it does not. And Stanton is hurt. Down goes Stanton.
It may sound utopic, right? But the reality is that across many professional sports worldwide, the majority are non-contact injuries, like muscular or ligament injuries that do not just happen out of the blue. But these are the result of micro-events happening on the body of the player, unseen through human eyes, and leading over time to the injury itself. Now we can measure these micro-events and manage the risk of injury effectively, thanks to the right competencies of our team in business, science, biomechanics, and artificial intelligence, and thanks also to our academic partner, the University of Salford in Manchester, that has scientifically tested and proven all the elements of the solution I'm going to show you. So what we do exactly? Through our innovative and non-invasive technology, combined with artificial intelligence, we can accurately measure how the players move during a normal training routine, identify those micro-events, and flag very well in advance any anomaly that can become a potential injury trigger. This allows team medical staff to better manage players before injury occurs, thus preserving their availability during the season, their market value, and team competitive performance. So the final product is a personalized dashboard with key information on the injury risk profile of every athlete in the club. In the field of injury prevention, our competitive advantage is threefold. We have a scientifically validated solution. We are focused on biomechanics, so we speak the same language of doctors, physiotherapists, and fitness coaches in the club. And last but not least, our solution is applicable by now not only to any sport, but also to selected segments of the population, like the elderly, workers, amateur sports people, and soldiers. So the first market we are approaching is professional football, with a market share of 250 clubs only in Europe. And ours is a B2B business model. We provide a solution to the sport club with an annual recurring revenue which is variable depending on the number of athletes made available. And these figures are related to professional football only. So after 2 years of R&D and scientific validation, we are ready now to approach the 3 football clubs by the beginning of next year, and then our plan is to reach other clubs in other sports with a direct sales approach. In order to do that, we are asking for 1.5 million euros of funding. So if you share our vision, join us to make it happen. Thank you.
So introducing our next speech sporters, I'm happy to have on stage Federica Testa, Marketing Planning and Project Development Coordinator of SNITech.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure for me to be here introducing Sporters. The contents and the positive values of Sporters conveyed inside the app would perfectly integrate with our app SNIFun, which is our sport and entertainment app. During our meeting, we talked about the possibility of making profitable actions for users of both apps and also the possibility of organizing dedicated events for our communities. And these were just a couple of insights we shared. And now I don't want to steal any more time, so please welcome Vanessa Pinto, PMO of Sporters. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Federica, for introducing me. Do you notice anything familiar in these pictures? Well, these pictures represent 40% of young people who do not practice sport. The direct cost of physical inactivity in Europe is 1.6 billion euros per year, not to mention the consequences in health. But we have a vision. We want to inspire teenagers and future generations to practice sports and live a healthy life.
Siamo tutti connessi da una cosa sola, qualcosa che fin da piccoli ci permette di usare l'immaginazione e di inventare emozioni che ancora non abbiamo provato. Una forza che ci dà il coraggio di tentare e la determinazione di arrivare fino in fondo. Cosa rende unico un istante, una gara, un successo? Sono tutte storie da raccontare. Fare la scelta giusta è il primo passo della tua nuova storia. Sporters, Extraordinary Stories.
We had developed a solution that is already available in the stores. Sporters is an edutainment OTT platform featuring top athletes who share their personal stories to inspire, their tips and tricks to educate, and the behind the scene of their training sessions to engage. Here are some of the athletes who have joined the project. They are Olympic and Paralympic and currently represent 14 sports in our app. Sporters is a free application that offers masterclasses, docu-series, and live content on demand. And to maintain high attention and to avoid churn, Sporters is integrated with a learn and earn system that allows users to receive coins for every action they make, to buy training sessions and sport experiences. Our competitors are Skills and The Athletic, and they are both based on a subscription model. So what sets us apart from them is that we are completely free for final user. That's because our revenue comes from a B2B model. In fact, Sporters has a lead generation tool that offers to companies that already invest in sports sponsorship to have a plug-and-play system that in our application. Also, after having built a consistent database, we will be able to work as an advertising platform. Our business model considers the skills of our team, composed by entrepreneurs and professionals with deep experience in the MarTech industry, in content production and monetization, and in sports management. We have also good relationship with stakeholders in the sport market that makes our commercial plan achievable. But how do we get people to download the app? Well, we have structured a media plan in 3 steps. The first one aims at mass customers acquisition through contest and sport experiences. The second one at occasional practitioner through the development of content of existing sport communities. And the last one at agonists through the collaboration with federation. With the financial support of our funders and of Intesa Sanpaolo Innovation, we will reach this year the break-even point. And now that we have verified that our business model works with 2 clients, we are ready to invest in marketing. So, to develop the plan that we have just seen, we are now looking for an investment of 2 million euros that we will pay back in 3 years with an IRR average of 61%. So let's boost next generation together and guarantee them a healthy sport life. Thank you very much.
Okay. For the final pitch of today, Gymnasio, please welcome on stage Luigi Donzelli, Marketing Manager of Fastweb.
It's a very pleasure for me to introduce Gymnasio, a young team with great technical and business skills and a clear vision. At Fastweb, we approach the WeSportUp program with a strong interest in innovative ideas in order to give to users, in order to give to users wellness application able to give the right information at the right time, guiding the users toward a physical positive state. Everything is very in line with our purpose, that is to say futuro, where we look at the wellness of our users and customers. In this month with Gymnasio, we had a great exchange of ideas in order to design a POC, able to address a solution with the solution, sorry, because I really stopped. No, the solution that we are designing is a great thing because we are working together in order to arrive to our objectives by exploiting the capabilities of the platform and their content network. So it's something that we have right in this period with a very, very great passion. Please welcome Daniele Gusmini, and sorry for the speech, CEO and founder of Gymnasio.
Thank you. How many of you would trust a personal trainer that cannot see you? I suppose nobody. What if I told you that almost 1 billion people are doing this regularly? I'm thinking about all those people that are training with online fitness services. These fitness services cannot change the situation because they cannot see you. As a matter of fact, who has the resources to do so are trying to solve this situation. Big tech companies are building their own platform with motion tracking services in order to track their users' movements. But these are only 1% of the market. Why aren't the other 99% going in this direction? We asked them. Interviewing more than 25 European platforms, we discovered that not only they know the problem, but most of them are actively seeking for a solution. The reason why they are not finding them because these AI technologies requires high investments in both knowledge and money, and none of these businesses have. You can think that we are trying to do same as big tech, trying to steal the market from fitness platform, but that's not the case. We want to help them. We want to help this fitness platform in order to reach another level. We want to democratize the access to AI motion tracking technologies. We want to provide superpowers to fitness platform. We are doing so with our own technology. Our plugin can be installed into every online fitness platform without changing a single snip of code. You can track your users, recognizing their body in 3D, and these open up a new series of functionalities. Let's see how it's working. You simply select your favorite class in your favorite platform, but you enable our software. We start tracking you, and we can help you during your activities. So if you're doing something wrong, we can help you. We are tracking all of your progress and all of your poses. This, on one hand, helps users during and after the practice, but most important, it provides a huge value to the managers of these platforms that can now take data-driven decisions in their everyday life. We are a B2B SaaS. We ask a setup fee to start up the service and a monthly fee to keep it up. The market is huge. It will reach 80 billion by 2026. And we will reach it through our strategy. We will start with our go-to-market, reaching the most receptive segments, the middle-sized European yoga platforms. We are building winning stories with them in order to spread our idea. We will soon reach the global market and other home fitness activities. The traction is great. We started selling our product only 3 months ago, and we reached 6 contracts and 16 more to come. We also are starting a POC with FastWeb at the start of the next year. These are our plans for the futures. We want to reach 2,000 clients by 2025, helping 500,000 users training safely at home. This is the dream team behind Gymnasium. We are the perfect match between business, technical, and domain expertise, but this is not enough. We need more. We need to enlarge our team. In order to do so, we are asking for 700K that will help us in the next 20 months, reaching 300 platforms and almost 250,000 users that will train safely at home. So thank you so much, and if you want to join the home training revolution, please join us. Thank you.
Okay. We are at the end of the pitching sessions, but it's not the end of the show because we can't wrap this up without hearing the words from the very souls of the project. So Vittorio Gozzi, please welcome on stage. And I remember when we kicked this off, you said the most difficult thing is to select startups. Honestly, what do you think?
Hello, everyone. I hope it was an interesting day for everyone. For me, it was amazing. Thank you, the team, for the amazing job, because we saw the startups at the demo day a couple of months ago, and I must say the progress of all the startups is mind-blowing. So great job with the startups. I hope you saw technical solutions which were interesting for you, either if you are a federation, if you are an investor, if you are a corporate partner. I'm generally very happy on what we have achieved so far, and happy that WeSportUp and its team will invest in this program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vittoria. Alceo, we can't end this up without your final remarks, so I'm really happy to have your take on this.
Che pomeriggio, good afternoon. Let me try to do something very difficult, to step out from sports in Roma for a second and think about the world. I'm not here to give you depressing statistics about how we are as a humankind, but we're not really on the brink of healthy, and the world needs change. The Sustainable Development Goals say everything about what we need to do to change this world, to stop anger, to give financial opportunities to billions of people, to give health, to go back to democratic systems, etc., etc. And technology is here to help. Let me ask you one question. How many startups do you think every year are born in the world? 300 million, okay? Many of them fail, die, because they lack, not because they lack courageous entrepreneurs, not because they lack ideas. Have you seen these fantastic teams? They lack capital, they lack mentorship and support. So this is the reason why we at Startup Bootcamp gave ourselves the mission to change the world, and we will be investing in 100,000 startups in the next 10 years. Why? Because we made a research. We just need 200,000 I say it again, 200,000 startups globally to reach scale, we can change the world and hit all the SDG goals. So we believe that initiatives, and then I go back now to Roma, to sports. I give you 3 numbers to end up. In the world, $33 trillion are invested in technologies. $200 billion in venture capital. Only 20 in the world for sports. 2 billion in Europe. 16 million in Italy. Now, I hope you got my line of thinking here, that if we want to change the sports industry and the health industry, we need to start here. We need to start investing in all those teams, help them changing the way we access sports, we access our daily healthy lives, we eat better, and we are better people ultimately. So I truly want to thank you, these courageous entrepreneurs. I want to thank Sport e Salute and CDP for having trusted these initiatives and to work with us, a fantastic partner like WeSportUp. And I think this is just the beginning. We have a sports tech accelerator in Melbourne that is now working towards the Commonwealth Games in 2026. We will do the same, Presidente, here, I guess, for the foreseeable future, and I'm pretty sure we'll make it. I'm pretty sure we'll make it. So thank you very much, and especially lots of good luck to all of us, because startups will save the world.
Thank you. Thank you, Alceo. Very nice words. So we are at the end, and before the group photo, so I ask all the startups to wait and get prepared for the group photo. I need to thank a lot of people. So you need to wait another 2 minutes or 1 minute and a half. Because I need to thank Sport e Salute. Vito Cozzoli, thank you very much. But also Diego Nepi, Stefano Gobbi. Stefano Gobbi is behind the scene, but very important for us, and all the management team. CDP, Francesca Bria, Enrico Resmini, Stefano Molino, Francesco Grassi and Luca Barrile that have worked really hard with us, liaising with the startups. Startup Bootcamp, Alceo Rapagna, Nazareno Mengoni. Unfortunately, Nazareno caught a flu, so couldn't be here today, but a big hello to Nazareno that is following us on streaming. And then a WeSportUp, Vittoria Gozzi, Stefano Tambornini, Alessandro Garibotto, Francesca Picasso that were here today. All of our partners, BNL, BNP Paribas, Fastweb, Renault, Snaitech, Telepass, Withers Worldwide, Unicusano. And the pitch presenters, thank you very much. Stefano De Amici, Maurizio Pascucci, Luigi Donzelli, Fabio Santoro, Carolina Chiappero, Biagio Russo, Federica Testa, Angelo Coletta. A big thank you to my team. We worked really hard. Where are you? Haven't we? So I need to thank Vincenzo Rollo, Daniele Rosi, Carlotta Frasca, Glenda Pizzi, Andrea Di Placido, Maurizio Pascucci, Emanuele Bianco, and of course all the startups. And Ron Malhotra, thank you, my friend, for coming from Germany, Berlin, to the wet room today. Merry Christmas to you and your families, and may sport be with you. See you in 2023. Grazie Vito, grazie mille.
Well done.
Grazie. Facciamo foto, ragazzi. Foto.